By the 42nd year, all sorts of physical and mental illnesses erupt. Because now life is declining. Energy is moving toward death. As in the beginning, your energies were coming up and you were becoming more and more vital, energetic. You were becoming more and more strong. Now, just the opposite happens. You become weaker every day. But your habits persist. You have been eating enough up to the age of 35 now. If you continue your habit, you will start gathering fat. Now that much food is not needed. It was needed, but now it is not needed. Because life is moving toward death, it does not need that much food. If you go on filling your belly as you were doing before, then all sorts of illness will happen: high blood pressure, heart attack, insomnia, ulcers. They all happen near about 42. 42 is one of the most dangerous points. Hair starts falling out, becoming gray. Life is turning into death. And near the age of 42, religion starts becoming important for the first time. You may have dabbled a little here and there in religion before, but now religion starts becoming for the first time important. Because religion is deeply concerned with death, now death is approaching and the first desire for religion arises. Carl Gustav Jung has written that in his whole life, he has been observing that people who come to him around the age of 40 are always in need of religion. If they go mad, neurotic, psychotic, they cannot be helped unless they become deeply rooted in religion. They need religion. Their basic need is religion. And if the society is secular and you have never been taught religion, the greatest difficulty comes near about the age of 42. Because the society does not give you any avenue, any door, any dimension. Society was good when you were young. The whole society is sexual. Sex seems to be the only commodity hidden in every commodity. If you want to sell a 10-ton truck, then you have to use a woman. Or toothpaste, then too. So this society, a secular society, is good for young people. But they are not going to remain young forever. When they become 42, suddenly the society leaves them in limbo. They don't know what to do now. They go neurotic because they don't know, they have never been trained. No discipline has been given them to face death. Society has made them ready for life. But nobody has taught them to become ready for death. They need as much education for death as they need education for life. If I were allowed my way, then I would divide universities into two parts. One part for young people, another part for old people. Young people would come to learn the art of life, sex, ambition, struggle. Then, when they become older and they have reached the 42 mark, they would again come back to the university to learn about death, God, meditation, because now the old universities won't be of any help to them. They need a new training, a new discipline, so that they can become anchored with the new phase that is happening to them. This society leaves them in limbo. That's why in the West, there is so much mental illness. It is not so much in the East. Why? Because the East still gives a little training in religion. It has not disappeared completely, howsoever false, pseudo, it is still there, it exists just by the corner. No longer in the marketplace, no longer in the thick of life, just by the side, but there is a temple. Out of the way of life, but still it is there. You have to walk a few steps and you can go there, it still exists. In the West, religion is no longer part of life. Near about the age of 42, every Westerner is going through psychological problems. Thousands of types of neuroses happen in ulcers. Ulcers are the footprints of ambition. An ambitious man is bound to have ulcers in the stomach. Ambition bites. It eats on you. An ulcer is nothing but eating yourself. You are so tense that you have started eating your own stomach lining. You are so tense, your stomach is so tense it never relaxes. Whenever the mind is tense, the stomach is tense. Ulcers are the footprints of ambition. If you have ulcers, that shows you are a very successful man. If you have no ulcers, you are a poor man. Your life has been a failure. You failed utterly. If you have your first heart attack near about 42, you are a great success. You must be at least a cabinet minister or a rich industrialist. Or a famous actor otherwise. How will you explain the heart attack? A heart attack is the definition of success. All successful people will have heart attacks, they have to. Their whole system is burdened with toxic elements: ambition, desire, future, tomorrow, which is never there. You lived in dreams, now your system cannot tolerate it anymore. And you remain so tense for the future. That tension has become your very style of life. Now it is a deep-rooted habit. At 42, again a breakthrough comes. One starts thinking about religion, the other world. Life seems to be too much, and so little time is left. How can you achieve God, nirvana, enlightenment? Hence the theory of reincarnation. Don't be afraid. Again you will be born, again and again. And the wheel of life will go on moving and moving. Don't be afraid there is enough time. There is enough eternity left. You can attain. That's why in India 3 religions were born: Jainism, Buddhism, and Hinduism. And they don't agree on any other point except reincarnation. Such divergent theories, not even agreeing on the basic foundations of God, the nature of self. But they all 3 agree on the theory of reincarnation. There must be something to it. They all need time because to attain Brahman, much time is needed. It is such a great ambition. And only at the age of 42 you become interested. Only 28 years are left. And this is just the beginning of the interest. In fact, at the age of 42, you become again a child in the world of religion, and only 28 years are left. Time seems too short, not enough at all to attain such great heights. Brahman, Hindus call it. Jainas call it moksha, absolute freedom from all past karmas. But thousands and millions of lives have been there in the past within 28 years. How are you going to cope? How will you undo the whole past? Such a vast past is there, bad and good karmas. How are you going to clean your sins completely within 28 years? It seems unjust. God is demanding too much. It is not possible. You will feel frustrated if only 28 years are given to you. And Buddhists, who don't believe in God, don't believe in the soul. They also believe in reincarnation. Nirvana, the final emptiness, the total emptiness. When you have remained filled with so much rubbish for so many lives, how are you going to unburden yourself within 28 years? It is too much, seems an impossible task. So they all agree on one thing, that more future is needed, more time is needed. Whenever you have ambition, time is needed. And to me, a religious person is one who does not need time. He is liberated here and now, he achieves the Brahman here. And now he is liberated, enlightened here and now. A religious man does not need time at all. Because religion happens in a timeless moment. It happens now. It always happens now. It has never happened otherwise. In no other way has it ever happened. At the age of 42, the first urge arises, vague, not clear, confused. You are not even aware of what is happening. But you start looking at the temple with keen interest. Sometimes, by the way, as a casual visitor, you come to the church also. Sometimes, having time, not doing anything, you start looking in the Bible, which has always been gathering dust on the table. Vague, not exactly clear. A vague urge. Sometimes one sits alone silently, suddenly feels peaceful, not knowing what he is doing. Sometimes one starts repeating a mantra heard in childhood. The old grandmother used to do it feeling tense, one starts repeating it. One starts searching for a guru, somebody to guide you. One takes initiation, starts learning a mantra, repeats it sometimes, then again. Forgets for a few days, again repeats. A vague search, groping.